Hey guys! The first step I always recommend before doing makeup is to always wash your face and make sure that you've moisturized your face. So important because good skin equals flawless makeup application. So make sure that you are always doing that before you do your makeup. And with my face primer, I'm going to use VFX Pro Face Primer. It's oil-free based. I love it. A little goes a long way. And this is going to help keep your makeup staying in place all day long and reduce shine, oil, things like that. Also, makeup primer helps create a barrier between your skin and the makeup, so it's gonna minimize your pores as well as prevent makeup seeping into your pores and causing breakouts. So that is why primer is so important. I'm using the Farmasi Brow pomade in the shade dark brown. You need a little angled eyebrow brush. What you do is you just kind of trace your current brow shape. Okay, so I always apply a little bit of pomade at a time. It's better to build up than put too much. Okay, now this does not have to be perfect. I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to show you how to clean up your brows in a perfect way and make them look perfect even your application wasn't perfect. And this is why I do my brows first, because it gives me a chance to clean them up and make them look flawless. A CC Cream, I like to use this as a foundation, and I'm going to take a flat concealer brush, just a small amount, onto the concealer brush, and we're going to trace the outline of our brows to clean them up. I love to do this method, especially when my eyebrows are not on fleek, like I haven't gotten them waxed in a while, and they are not looking too good. This is a great way to fake it. I'm going to go underneath my brow. And then while I'm here underneath my brow anyways, I will just do my whole eyelid. And then I do the middle as well. Clean it all up. Now it's time to apply foundation. I'm going to stick with my CC Cream and I'm going to take my beauty blender. I've run this under the sink and wrung out the water so it's nice and damp. I like to do it nice and damp because the sponge will retain less of the product. So I'm just going to apply CC Cream to my face and build up my coverage. Why I love CC Cream is because it's super lightweight. This CC Cream gives me full coverage and it covers all my redness in my skin, as well as it is like skincare and makeup all in one. It has so many minerals and vitamins that are great for your skin. So I'm just really like pressing into my skin, dabbing with the beauty blender. I found that this type of application works the best for me when it comes to getting the right coverage instead of just rubbing it around. This really presses it into my skin and gives me the coverage I like. I'm going to take my Farmasi Full Coverage Concealer and apply this under my eyes. And press the concealer in. Concealer not only covers your dark circles, but it also really brightens underneath your eye if you get the right shade of concealer. Then I'm going to take a loose powder and set my concealer. You can use a pressed powder if you'd like to. I prefer loose. And you're really just going to pack it on top of the concealer. It's going to help keep your concealer in place all day without it having melting off. Now it's time to do eyeshadow. I always start with priming my eyes with an eyeshadow primer. Just want to lightly rub it in, but don't rub it in too much. You kind of want it to sit on top of your eye. Eyeshadow primer helps create a more vibrant pigment of the eyeshadow, as well as it keeps it from creasing. Eyeshadow will stay on all day long. I'm gonna use my creamy eyeshadow in Pink Glow and a small eyeshadow brush. This one is a little bit more stiff, so it's gonna pick up the pigment a lot better. And I'm gonna tap it on into the lid of my eye. I'm gonna take my Mono eyeshadow in Warm Taupe and a fluffier eyeshadow brush, and we're gonna do the outer corner of my eye. So I like to go in kind of like a V shape and really just bring it in closer to the lid. The key to doing eyeshadows, you want to do a little bit of color at a time. That way you can build it up to the right shade you want it without going too dark, because once you go too dark you can't really go the opposite way. So just a little bit at a time until you get it exactly how much pigment you want, how dark you want it. And it also gives you more time to really blend that color in. That way you don't have any harsh lines for your eyeshadow and everything is seamless. Black Glitter Farmasi eyeliner. Then I like to wait about a minute or so before I do my other coat of mascara. Sometimes I do 2 to 3 coats before I do falsies. It's completely up to you how much mascara you like. I just like long lashes, so I like to do a lot. I'm just gonna apply pencil liner to my bottom lid. I'm gonna apply a face powder all over. I'm gonna use a dense foundation brush, and I do a swirly motion all over my face. I really go underneath my eyes and wipe off all that excess powder that we set our concealer with. I'm gonna use my Farmasi brush. It's got 2 ends on it, and I love that. I'm going to use the fluffier side end, and I like to contour with a 3-in-1 face palette. Guys, I love this palette. It's the best. Literally comes with a contour, a blush, and a highlighter all in one, and you can even use the contour and the blush as eyeshadow color. So I'm gonna dip this in to my contour. And then I'm going to use the smaller side for contouring my nose. These bristles are literally so soft, you guys. I love it. Then I'm going to take my face perfecting powder and go back in and bronze up my face, warm it up. I'm using a little bit of a darker shade than I normally would for my face. This makes you look like you went on vacation and the sun kissed you, even if you didn't. I'm back into my 3-in-1 palette with a blush brush. Swirly motions with the brush from the apples of my cheeks out to my temples. A little bit of blush goes a long way, girls. Then I'm going to take another light, soft, fluffy brush. You could also use a fan brush if you want, and do my highlighter. I like to highlight on the tops of my cheekbones with faux. And I like to put highlight underneath my brow bone. Use a fluffy eyeshadow brush that's smaller and apply it underneath my brow bone. And then I'm going to take my finger and swirl it into the highlighter and apply it to the inner corners of my eyes. I'm going to finish this look with some false lashes. Lip conditioner first. Not only does this moisturize my lips, but it also acts like a primer for my lipstick. And then I'm going to go in with my matte liquid lipstick. I'm going to finish off with some setting spray. And there you have it. Here is my completed look. All of the products that I've used will be linked below. If you want to get your hands on any of the Farmasi products, let me know. I will drop down my link where you can shop. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you on my next one.